capacitance of cylindrical capacitor. Let us see for cylindrical capacitor. Cylindrical capacitor means coaxial cylinder. It means one cylinder is, this inner cylinder is put inside the outer cylinder along its axis. Two cylinders are coaxially placed and outer cylinder is given a minus q charge and inner cylinder is given a charge of plus q. And electric field, since it is a hollow, electric field inside this is equal to 0 and electric field outside is also equal to 0, because if you construct a Gaussian surface outside, the net charge is equal to plus q into minus q is equal to 0. So if net charge is equal to 0, electric field outside also is equal to 0. See here, this is inner cylinder, this is outer cylinder. If we construct a Gaussian surface, this is plus q and this is minus q. So for this Gaussian surface, q inside is equal to plus q minus q is equal to 0. So q inside is equal to 0 means integral E dot ds is equal to q in, that is 0 by epsilon naught. It means electric field is equal to 0. It means electric field is equal to 0 for B greater than A, and electric field inside 0 for R greater than R, for R, this is R greater than B, for R less than A, electric field is equal to 0. It means electric field exists inside, between the cylinders only. Electric field exists between the cylinders only. Now, see, electric field, we have already found out the electric field inside the inner cylinder and outside the outer cylinder is equal to 0, but it means electric field, there exists an electric field between this only. It is a radially outward electric field because this is positive, this is negative. So electric field exists radially. So now we want to find out what is the electric field inside. We will construct one Gaussian cylinder, Gaussian surface of cylindrical nature of length L. Gaussian surface, we will construct a Gaussian surface. This is the Gaussian surface. So this is Gaussian surface at a distance r from the axis. So what about this electric field? Electric field is radially outward, and this is ds area and this is ds vector, because ds vector on the surface, ds vector will be perpendicular to this one and electric field in this direction. So angle between E and ds is equal to 0. So it means we can say electric field between cylinder is due to inner cylinder only. Inner cylinder only. Due to inner cylinder only. And the electric field within this cylinder is equal to 0, outside this cylinder is equal to 0. It means the electric field exists here, that is between these two cylinders. So for Gaussian surface, that is, we have constructed a Gaussian cylinder. This is Gaussian surface with radius from the axis is equal to r. What is its electric field? The electric field we can find out by using E dot ds is equal to charge inside by epsilon naught. This means what is E? What is E? E is in this direction, D is also in this direction. See, here we have to recollect all the knowledge of potential and electric field due to Gauss law. So this we can write E dot ds cos 0 is equal to charge inside, because in this Gaussian surface, charge is included this plus q only. So we will write plus q divided by epsilon naught. You have to understand, because in electrostatics we have studied about Gauss law that we are applying here. This is the Gaussian surface, this is inner. So this is the Gaussian surface area, ds vector this side, electric field is radially outward. So cos 0 is equal to 0, this is equal to 1, this is equal to 0. Therefore electric field into integral ds is equal to charge due to epsilon naught. This is plus q, because this Gaussian surface, this charge is only included, this is out, this minus q is outside the Gaussian surface, that is not to be counted. So what is E? And surface area of the cylinder is equal to surface of the, this is, since integral ds is equal to surface area of cylinder. Which cylinder? Gaussian cylinder, Gaussian surface. E into 2 pi r into length, because the Gaussian cylinder also we constructed for this length L. 2 pi r is equal to q by epsilon naught, or E is equal to q by 2 pi RL into epsilon. This is the electric field. First step we will find out electric field, then we find out potential, then we will use capacitance is equal to q by V. Now we will go for the V. What about the electric field? Electric field, now we have to find out the potential. As it is, we know E is equal to minus dV by dr, or dV is equal to minus E into dr, or V is equal to integral of dV is equal to integral of minus E into dr. From where? Potential is from outer to inner cylinder. Outer to inner cylinder means from B to E. E into dr, B to E. So what is potential? Potential is equal to minus E, as it is we have found out the value of V is equal to this much. E is equal to minus integral B to E into E is equal to Q divided by 2 pi R L into epsilon naught, 2 pi R into epsilon naught. This is N2. V is equal to, what is V? V is into dr. So potential is equal to, we can take outside, minus q by 2 pi L epsilon naught out into integral B to E into 1 by R into dr. We take differentiation of dr into with respect to R. We know integral of 1 by x dx is equal to log x. It means 1 by r dr is equal to V is equal to minus q by 2 pi epsilon naught L into log to the natural log with the limit, upper limit divided and lower limit. This is the potential. What about capacitance? Capacitance is equal to q by V. First find out electric field. From electric field we can find out the potential, and capacitance is equal to charge divided by potential. What is this? Is equal to Q divided by P is equal to, this is equal to minus E. So this we can write it, V is equal to minus Q by 2 pi epsilon naught into, first we put log of A minus log of B. Put the upper limit minus lower limit. If you take the minus inside, this will become minus, this will become plus. Therefore is equal to Q, this is Q by 2 pi epsilon naught L into log B by E. Because we know log of E minus log of B is equal to log of A by B to the natural log. So this is log of B minus log of A, this will become log of B by A. So this is the potential. Now let us find out let us find out now capacitance. Capacitance is equal to Q by V. So Q, what is V? V is equal to Q by 2 pi epsilon naught L, Q by 2 pi epsilon naught L into log B by A with natural log E. So this Q and this Q get cancels. So 2 pi epsilon naught L goes on the top divided by log B by A is equal to, so natural log natural log can be converted into log to the base 10 is equal to 2 pi epsilon naught L divided by 2.3 into log to the base 10 B by A. This is the capacitance. Find out the capacitance very easy. First find out E, where it is existing first of all. Then from E find out V. Then C is equal to Q by V. We get the capacitor. That is the answer.